everyone, it's Keira and welcome back to my channel. So just over a year ago now, I made my F1 2022 driver lineup predictions. Now this was in 2020, this was before 2021 lineup had even officially been announced, I think. I thought I would go ahead a couple of years and I would make my 2022 lineup predictions. Now we have come to the point where every driver is solidified for the 2022 season, so I thought I would sit back and watch this video back with you guys and see how many I got right and how many I didn't, because I remember doing this one, like I actually was really thinking about this, but I can't remember really anything that I've said, so I thought we would just react together and see what I got right and what I didn't. Before I get on into the video, if you do enjoy it, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because I would really appreciate that. But other than that, I think we should just get on watching. So for today's video, I thought I'd give you my 2022 good predictions. It looks great. It looks
now,
green, actually.
I have gone out there and I have gone bold. But yeah, let's just get started. And first, I'm going to talk about Mercedes. So starting off with Mercedes.
First.
And Hamilton, I think he's still going to be at Mercedes.
Correct.
He always, like every couple of months, he gives that, you know, might retire, might not. But I feel like he is going to stay at Mercedes.
Does.
I think he would like to see in the new regs. I feel like that's something he would like to do. I don't think he would just like to move away.
Agreed,
Still
still
get to
agree.
that stage where he's got
And he's
8
here.
world championships, which is crazy. I'd like to think he would like to carry on for at least a year, just to kind of see what it's like.
My
And
eyebrows were so
partnering
dark
him,
too.
I have said George Russell. This is inevitable. I
Mhm.
don't
It is
see George
inevitable.
going anywhere else, unless of course maybe if Toto moves to Racing Point. That
Oh,
maybe
that was a
George
thing
will end
back
up
then.
going there. I don't know. I don't really see that happening. I probably see him going to Mercedes. He is on that 3-year contract with Williams, which runs out at the end of 2021. So I think in 2022 he'll be straight in that Mercedes.
Absolutely, I agree. I've been on that George Russell hype train for a very long time. You guys know this, and I just knew that this was going to be the time when he was going to go up to Mercedes. Ain't no way they were keeping him in that Williams for another year. So I got that one correct. I mean, that was quite easy. I'm not like bigging myself up about that one, but
I cannot wait. Valtteri Bottas will be out. Good riddance at this point. No
Good
offense to
riddance.
any
Sorry,
Bottas fans
Valtteri.
out there. Don't know if there are any, but he's not doing it for me, and I can't wait to see
sorry.
George Russell in that
That's
Mercedes.
really mean.
I'm confident that this is going to happen for 2022. Now moving on to Ferrari. They are both signed. Charles Leclerc and Carlos
Oh,
Sainz.
they're both signed.
Drive
Well,
Ferrari in 2022,
that one's
so
done.
Nothing to predict there. Now for Red Bull, Max Verstappen is signed for literally forever. So
He is.
set
I
in
don't know when
stone,
he's
but
signed
that second
still.
seat has always been something that is up for grabs, and I have gone a little bit out of the box here.
Oh no.
And I have said Yuki Tsunoda is going to have that seat next to Max Verstappen. I just feel like there's been too much topping and turving between Alex Albon and between Pierre Gasly, and we have got a lot of.
This was before
opinions coming
Checo.
up.
Like this was before
Jehan
Checo
Dovana,
ever even
we've
came
got
into the
Yuki
shop.
Tsunoda, we have got Yuri Vips, we've got Jack Doohan, we've got Liam Lawson. They're everywhere.
Yeah.
And Yuki is at the top of that. He is, you know, probably going to get an AlphaTauri seat for next year. So I can easily see him performing in that AlphaTauri next year, and then Red Bull just putting him up because they just love to rush people. So I do feel like he'll probably be up there in 22.
Okay, I am making a valid point. We have seen Red Bull in the past really rush people and they will just put someone up. So I think that was my kind of thought process there, was like, oh, they'll rush him up. But this was before any of the Checo stuff. So I think if I would have known Checo would have been there, I would have thought that they would have kept him for another year. But at that probably at that time I wouldn't have said that, to be honest. I feel like Red Bull are a lot more, they're taking more time with Checo than other drivers. So I was right with the AlphaTauri seat because that was before that was announced, but I wasn't right with the rest of it.
Alex, don't know where he's going, but he's not there. So Renault next. Now,
Renault! I forgot they were called Renault!
Unfortunately, no. And what really annoys me, Fernando Alonso is signed for 2022. So we know Fernando
you
is
are
going to be in
signed
that
for
car.
2022.
Whether we agree with it or not, he's going to be there. So
Yeah.
next to him
Should
he's
be
not
Oscar
even gonna
Piastri.
say- I'm not gonna
It
say
will be
Esteban
next year, I
Ocon.
think.
I'm not going to say Pierre Gasly. I'm not going to say whoever else I might be able to say.
Oh, what am I
I'm
going to say?
Oscar.
Oh, I said
Piastri.
Oscar. I did say Oscar.
Now, this is very, very controversial for me, being a absolute Guan Yu Zhou super fan.
Guan Yu Zhou super
but I'm
fan
gonna
I
say
was at the
Oscar
time.
Piastri because
Sorry, can I just pause this? How the times change. Like, I remember being this, like, on this Guan Yu Zhou hype train, and then Oscar Piastri won the F3 championship, and I was like, no, I'm now on the Oscar Piastri hype train. This is how easily I switch hype trains. I think that is the lineup for 2023. No, I don't. I think Piastri's going to take Alonso's seat in 2023. Oh my god.
he has just won the Formula 3 championship, and he could easily do that clean sweep where
How was this a year ago?
Can I join your alliance,
We are
please?
watching the ads as
Our
well, guys,
alliance
so
doesn't
about
allow
that.
for low power.
I don't know why it doesn't turn off on my own
next year,
channel.
and then, you know, he needs to go up somewhere. They need to put him somewhere. And I feel like they could easily step him up in 2022. Obviously, it depends on how well Christian Lundgaard and Guan Yu Zhou do in Formula 2 next year.
I mean,
They-
Christian's
they
off to
could
IndyCar,
just win the championship. But
and
I've
Guan
just
Yu
got a
Zhou's off
feeling
to
it
Alfa
could be
Romeo,
Oscar. He's a
and
very
I'm
well put
sure I did
together
not say
driver,
that.
and I would love to see him in Formula 1, but I feel really bad for Guan Yu Zhou. But
don't feel bad, Keira. He's got himself a seat. You
now,
feel bad for Oscar.
Haas is a big topic, and Haas is a big topic for 2021, let alone 2022. But I am going to say that it's going to be Sergio Perez in that seat.
Checo?
I feel like he may get it for next year as well. This is kind of my predictions for next year, actually.
See, this was quite difficult because at this time...
These two
okay, I'm not trying to like...
are going to be there for 2021. Yeah, I think Sergio Perez, he's a really good driver, really fast.
At this point, I was just trying to find my man a seat
behind him as well. He's a driver that people do want. He comes with a lot of experience, and I know that Haas are definitely looking at him, and I definitely think that somebody that they are keen to get. I know that it's kind of people are looking at them taking a Ferrari Junior and then also either Checo or Nico. But I just have a feeling it's going to be Checo.
How weird is this?
2021. Now, next to him for 2022, and also I believe 2021 as well, is Callum Ilott. Now, Callum is currently P2 in the Formula 2 challenge.
Again, so if you've watched my Callum Ilott should be an F1 video. If you haven't, I'll leave it somewhere. In that video, I explained the situation. And at this current time, Callum was in for that Haas seat. It was only when it all moved around topsy-turvy, he was not in a seat anymore. I'm trying to back myself up here, but at that time, Callum was literally like, Ferrari told Callum, like, you're going to be in that Haas. Haas told Callum. This is so wrong.
Him and Mick Schumacher are battling it out for that championship this year. Only 3
How was this a year ago? Tell me how this is a year ago. This was like 6 years ago.
And I just think Callum's going to be in there. Obviously, Alfa Romeo, I think Mick Schumacher has signed for them already.
Which he did. They swapped him. I'm sure, guys.
No room left at Alfa, which is technically the junior team. So Haas is another Ferrari team in Formula 1.
My teeth
I think
white
Callum is going to go to Haas next year, and hopefully they will keep him on for 2022 because Haas kind of are known for keeping their drivers. They kind of recently have been keeping Kevin and Romeo for way too long.
They have with Mick and Nikita.
Those two stay for 20. Well, I say hopefully Callum stays for 2022. I don't really mind where Checo goes. So for Racing Point, Lance Stroll, he's not signed.
Lance Stroll,
his dad's team, which is fair enough.
True.
Lance is a great driver. I really rate him, so he's going to be at Racing Point, I should think, unless Lawrence decides to pack it in, which I don't think that's going to happen. And next to him, I've also said Sebastian Vettel because he is signed.
Okay, I've got that one right.
So that's not really going to change that lineup
because they're already signed.
And yeah, I'm happy with that lineup. I think it's a great lineup. For McLaren, I've also sticked with Lando Norris and Daniel Ricciardo. I don't think McLaren have a junior program anymore. I don't think they've got anybody signed to it, so they have not anybody coming up the ranks. Those two are going to be fresh for them too as well. I don't see them really wanting to change that. I think they like it when they have kind of like a stable team. They always are kind of, they're not swapping around like Red Bull are. They are keeping it sturdy and strong, and I just believe that them two are probably going to stay, and I love that because that's literally the best duo ever. Now, AlphaTauri. Obviously, this is
I'm so worried what I'm going to say.
Junior team, sister team, whatever you want to call it. And I'm going to say Alex Albon at AlphaTauri and Yuri Vips. Now, if you don't know Yuri Vips, he is currently competing.
Where did I put Pierre then?
In Formula 2 in place of Sean Gelael at Dams due to Sean.
Okay, Yuri Vips and Alex Albon. That is my inner Yuri Vips fan coming out, still wishing he was having a seat in Formula 1 where he should. Unfortunately, that did not happen. However, Alex is back. I just put him in the wrong place.
His back, but he's also doing Super Formula, or was meant to do for Super Formula, and
why is my hair green? That's all I can look at is my hair.
Red Bull Junior. I don't know why Red Bull put him out there in the first place. They should have placed him in Formula 2 for this year for the whole season, but that's another story for me ranting. If you follow me on Twitter, you know about my feelings towards that. But yes, Yuri Vips is an amazing driver. He's very put together. He was really good in Formula 3 last
this is
year.
just me bigging up
I think he's going to step up as well. I don't see how they can't step him up. I think he has the potential.
I still think they can step him up.
Alongside Alex Albon, I just feel like he may kind of get dropped down. I don't know. I feel like if Yuki comes
got dropped out completely.
They're going to put him down.
Not dropped down.
They did to Pierre. So next is Alfa Romeo. Now for Alfa Romeo, I am going to say Mick Schumacher. I think Mick has signed for next year anyway.
That was at that time. I can't.
Ferrari. There's no two ways about that. So Mick Schumacher is going to be in for Alfa. I'm very happy about that. I'm really excited. I'd love to see him on the grid. It's great watching him in Formula 2. So to get him in Formula 1 is going to be amazing. I think he's going to be in next year, and then he will be in for 2022 as well. Now for the other seat, I think Kimi may stay for one more year. And then, I'm not going to lie, sorry again to Kimi fans, I'd like to kind of see him go away.
Which he is, by Kimi.
I'm either going to say, I'm torn on this one, whether Robert Schwartzman is going to come up and do...
your fucking phone now.
Yeah, so I either think that Robert Schwartzman is going to come up
I had that
as
on my
a
phone.
Ferrari Junior and take that place. He kind of slipped a little bit by the end of this Formula 2 championship, but if you look at his track record and the other series he's done,
he's dipped again. Robbie, our little Rob.
Things very quickly, so I can easily see Ferrari putting him up into Alfa Romeo.
He was the
maybe another Ferrari
Robert
Junior
Schwartzman back in the day, but it's just not it anymore.
Maybe Nico Hülkenberg. Now we know Nico has.
I think I'm just giving options here.
Relationship with Frederic Vasseur, who is the team principal at Alfa Romeo, and
I love you,
Romeo,
Nico.
as
I
much
wish
as they
he's
are
back.
the junior Ferrari team. I don't think they always want to take on every single Ferrari Junior. So I think it would be really good to have Hulk back in that seat, and I love Nico Hülkenberg. So I would love to see him placed back in Formula 1 in 2022, and with Alfa.
So there we go. I think from that bit, I was thinking Kimi was going to stay another year because Kimi always does. But I think I was kind of just thinking, well, if it wasn't Kimi, who would it be? I mean, at that time, Robert and this is how quickly Formula 1 changes. Because at that time, Nico Hülkenberg was somebody on everybody's lips. Robert Schwartzman was also somebody on everybody's lips. But Robert has obviously not really performed the last couple of years since being in F2. And Kimi did stay. But for next year, Kimi's not staying. Oh my God, who even is the grid next year? Oh, it's Guan Yu Zhou. It's Guan Yu Zhou and Valtteri Bottas. Did I say that at all? That is the worst one. I said Mick Schumacher or Kimi Räikkönen or Nico Hülkenberg or Robert Schwartzman, and it's Valtteri Bottas and Guan Yu Zhou. That's the weird, actually. That really is.
Then the next one is Williams. I've left them till last, not
Williams
because
next.
That's the grid, but because it's a little bit of a different one. Now you may be sitting here thinking, you know, where's Pierre Gasly? And all
I
this?
was,
You're a massive
Keira.
Pierre Gasly fan. Where's he going? And I put him in Williams. I have placed Pierre Gasly to go to Williams for 2022.
What are you doing?
I know a lot of
This
people
is a
are saying
weird
Renault.
video.
It could be Renault, but again,
Renault. Oh God, I can't believe it's called Renault.
That use their driver academy.
It sounds like it was
I don't
never
want to say
Renault.
Pierre because he's not in their driver academy, and it's just wasting the time of the junior academy. But I can't.
You know me.
That. So anyway, I have put Pierre for Williams now.
Don't like wasting junior academy.
They've now got Doralton Capital taking over. That's going to be a massive gain, and I think they could easily get back to the top very quickly, especially with the new regs coming in 2022. That car could be at the top of the grid with Pierre Gasly in it, and I think that is somewhere that Pierre should really be looking at if he wants to get out of that Red Bull environment, which he does. So yeah, I have put him in Williams, and I have partnered him not with Nicholas Latifi, not with Robert Kubica. I have put him with Dan Ticktum. Now, Dan, I really rate. I think Dan is an amazing driver. I think a lot.
Dan's career is over. Dan has had multiple sponsors drop out. Williams are now no longer connected. His chatted waffle about Nicholas Latifi and his I think his single-seater career is over at the end of the year. But do you know what? It was going to go one way or the other with Dan. I can't lie to you. He was either going to do this fall off or he was going to end up at the Williams. And unfortunately, he's fallen off. But I did have hope at this time.
And have loved Dan's racing.
I have loved Dan's racing.
I really have. He's not an idiot, and he can drive well, which I'm so finally glad about. And Dan is a Williams junior. I hope that Dalton do keep on that structure that they've now started, or that, you know, the Williams family started with.
I jinxed Dan. I think it was me.
I can't see Jack Aitken coming up, to be completely honest with you. I can't see Roy Nissany, especially now that Doralton Capital have taken over. I think that they've got enough money. And I also can't really see Nicholas Latifi staying. I don't know. It's all about what Doralton do, but Dan does get most of his financial backing from his father. You know, he hasn't got any massive sponsor.
I'm just waffling about Dan now.
Billionaire. So if we're thinking financially, it may not be Dan, but if we're thinking with who is the best driver, it's got to be Dan Ticktum. And
true, I still believe
really
that.
Hope he gets that seat. He's an amazing driver. He's proved his worth this year in Formula 2. He's done incredible, and obviously the season isn't over yet. He could do even better, get some more wins, and I just love to see Dan Ticktum in Formula 1 for 2022. So there we have it, guys. That is the end of what I said for 2022 predictions. I honestly did not think it was going to be that bad, and that just proves how quickly Formula 1 changes, because the things I'm saying right now looks very silly, but at that current time, if like when that video came out, nobody had any problems with it. Like, that was what was going on at that time, and that's just how the rumours changed so much. But overall, I really did get that wrong. I think the one I got wrong the most would probably be Alfa Romeo, just because Alfa Romeo's lineup is so wacky. But the Williams one is wrong, AlphaTauri one is wrong. I really thought I wasn't going to do that bad, but I'm very happy with my Mercedes one. But I think that's probably because that was
pretty much a given. But there we have it. That is it for today's video, and that is me reacting to what I said would be the 2022 driver lineup back in 2020. If you did enjoy the video, please let me know in the comment section below. I would love to know what you thought about this video. Like the video, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you again soon. Bye.